this thing on? Is this thing on? I guess it is. Better turn off the radio. Hey everybody, it's me, your main man, jjstyles, the owner and proprietor of Bright Idea Records, located at brightidearecords.com. Let me fix this window. I'm trying to, I don't know if the color is a little bit off or something, but yeah, sorry, I had to kill the light in here because it's looking pretty bad. It's the studio's seen better times, but whatever. I've had a lot on my table, like literally I have a table right here and there's a lot of stuff on it. Just working on, man work, computers, taking them apart, putting them back together. Sometimes not putting them back together, you know how it goes. I was trying to get on the air right now at 7:06 because, I put that on the schedule for this morning. And some of you might have seen it. And the fact that I never went on with the stream, you might be, upset with me. Or you might think I'm, pranking you. I don't know. I'm not pranking you. I lost track of time and think I fell asleep. Let's see. Is that any better? Maybe. Point that straight up. All right. I'm waving my arms around. At least I still have room in here to do that. This is my fun project, painting the wall blue. Yeah, so that way, can do the chroma key thing. Zot loves the idea. Oh, yeah, and Zot was also really the guy I share my skull with, that Zot the Avenger guy. Yeah, he was real pissed about the scheduling for 7:06. All I can say is the devil made me do it. I'm sorry. What can I say? I don't have a real good, I thought I actually could have, when I put that schedule up, I actually thought that I was in some kind of condition to do a stream, or that I would be at that time. I wouldn't be totally passed out. I don't know what I was thinking. But, I thought it was a clever time. I'm I don't know why I was thinking 7:06 is 666, I guess that's because if you're at 6:59 and then you add a minute, that would be 660. And then you add a minute, that would be 661. Add a minute, 662, 63, 64, 65, 66. Oh, yeah. Technically, if clocks worked like that, if we had 70 minutes to an hour instead of 60 minutes, then it would actually get up to 666 o'clock. But that ain't the way clocks work. So 7:06 is nothing like 666. I don't know what I was thinking. I was tripping, Whatever. It don't matter. Ah, boy. I tell you. And no, I don't got nothing better to do on a Saturday night. I really don't. I'm trying to take it easy. All right? Been going through some time's going to change. No, that's so off key. That's terrible. I promise I won't sing for the rest of the show. I was just saying. Or I won't attempt to. But, yeah, changes, man, that's all. I'd like to probably go more in-depth into them, but, do you really want that? I don't think you do, probably. I should probably open up the chat room. Maybe then I can find out, if anybody does. Sorry, everybody who's ever watched this stream probably knows it starts out a little rocky. Don't have, a... Where's the chat window? What the what? Oh, there it is. Oh, and there it went. Here we go. All right. Unlock from the studio dock, please. Thank you. Hey, looks like we do have Sarah here already. That's cool. I can tell her. I can tell her what I thought of Lyle. Let's see. Can you hear me? Is my mic okay? You already know. I told you. You're like one of two people. I don't even think Gene fully knows, because we're too busy talking about video games usually. But I don't feel like talking about it. I'll tell you, I watched the Therapy Gecko, Lyle Forever. I watched the first phone caller, Devin, the dude that grew up fatherless and felt that he was having a hard time establishing and maintaining relationships with other males like himself. And then the second phone caller was this guy who had a theory, seems like the kind of theory that a stoner would come up with, that he was calling Schrödinger's glory hole. All right, but I think he wanted to say Schrödinger, because I'm not a psychiatrist or nothing, but I'm pretty sure there's a famous experiment called like Schrödinger's cat or something. It's something along the lines of Pavlov's dog. I don't know. I hear these things. So, yeah, this guy was trying to say Schrödinger, was saying Schrödinger, and then, like, he's coming up with a hypothetical glory hole situation, which actually leads into something. So, that's good. I like it when I can flow on these varying topics. I might end up cleaning up around here during the stream, so if that happens, don't worry about it. It's not your problem, okay? It's my problem. And it's not a problem. Having chores and, tasks to complete, those aren't problems. Those are just tasks waiting to be completed. It's a problem if you can't actually get at them. That's a problem. Anyway, yes, I'm still sticking my arms out in the air. But, yeah, I thought that Lyle, he'd, like, pause every once in a while to, like, contemplate things. I don't know. He really looked a lot like a gecko when he's just, like, sitting there, like, that's his gecko face, I guess. So, and, like, I'd see the background, like, you had these camels that were going, like, they'd be walking backwards, then they'd be walking forwards, and I was like, okay, that can't be happening. And I was watching and waiting for it to hit the loop point, like at the end of the video when it bounces back in the other direction, and at the front of the video when it bounces back. So I was like really focused on that until I actually saw the loop point hit, and then I'm like, whew, all right, I'm not going crazy. I'm not going crazy. Nope, not crazy. Let's see. Yeah, oh well. It's, I think I'm just going to leave the camera like that. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Yeah, so I'm not the only one that noticed the gecko face. But no, I thought that the first caller seemed real genuine. I can understand what he means. Like I almost feel like I understood that guy's problem better than Lyle. But it's okay because I can tell that like he's doing the therapy thing, and therapists are supposed to remain very neutral, I think, about like all of their stances, like they don't want to like agree with anything too much at all, because that can really, throw off a patient and keep them from being honest. If they get like all of a sudden mentally defensive and afraid to like share or whatever, because ultimately to get to the root of the patient's problem, I guess you got to get them to share. I used to watch Dr. Katz, professional therapist. I learned something from that cartoon. That's about it. But yeah, that dude, he says he didn't know his dad, and it's like, for a lot of people, that's like the first male friendship that you ever get to have, is like with your dad. I mean, sometimes I guess it might be with your brother, if you have one. you know. But, yeah, and if you never get a chance to really develop that, well then, yeah, you might feel like you're lacking in that area when you become an adult. And, you know, so I think I think that was real good advice when Lyle said to don't try to define what a friendship is too much. And I think you will be able to have and maintain friendships of all types or whatever, as long as you just don't try to narrow it down too much, which is good advice. Because, you know, I mean, like, really, friends are just people that you're sharing life with. Voluntarily, for the most part, people that you'd rather choose to share your life with. But sometimes, you know, like if you're at work and you're taking a smoke break, you know, and you're talking with somebody on a smoke break, and, you know, they're basically your friend at that point, you know, because you're sharing life with them pretty much voluntarily. It's not like you're choosing your phone over them, you know. So, that's pretty good advice. But, yeah, the guy that was talking about Schrodinger's glory hole, I don't know. That was just like some homophobe stoner nonsense, you know, to be expected from, it was just funny. It was silly. But the thing about glory holes is, this is going to lead into a different topic. So, like, you see, me and my band, my old band, we used to listen to this band that had a song about glory holes. Another Saturday night. Oh, I said I wasn't going to sing. Oh, crap. So I won't. But there's this band called The Dicks from Austin, Texas. Well, that's what they kind of go by in the newest DVD documentary that was made a few years ago. They kept referring to the band as The Dicks from Austin, Texas, but everybody just calls them The Dicks. You know, it's just what they are. They're The Dicks. And like Gary Floyd, he kind of got famous. Like in the 90s, there was a band called Sister Double Happiness. They got famous with a hit song that goes, "You're a sweet talker, baby, when I'm around." That's not singing. That's enunciating. Yeah. But yeah, point is me and my friends, we used to think it was real fun to joke about glory holes and who might be on the other side of it. And we'd come up with all kinds of bonkers scenarios of, you know, just to make each other laugh when you're out on the road in the middle of the desert driving, trying to get to the next town to play a gig. And, you know, you got to pass the time, and you can't play this one CD on the player in the car anymore because you've already played it 5 times on repeat, you know. Time to talk about glory holes and maybe Dirty Sanchez while you're at it. Because, El Sanchez, I am here to give you the Dirty Sanchez. Pretty funny shit, right? But it just so happens yesterday was a glory hole filled day. It was a filled up glory hole of a day, let me tell you, people. Let me tell you. Yeah, it was, there was the Schrodinger's glory hole, and, well, I went to Sasha Gray's channel, who Twitch has been putting her in my suggested, like, channel thing to follow for a long time now. I think I might have mentioned her name in a chat room one time, like months ago. Like, you know, I tend to hang out in the Beef Vegan Presents chat room a lot, like, every day. And God only knows what we talk about in there. So, but I was kind of getting tired of her taking up that spot in the suggested channels part of my Twitch window, because what if there's something else that I should be checking out? But I'm never going to see it because she's sitting right there taking up that spot. Eh? So, I just said, fuck it, subscribed, and thought I might as well see what I just subscribed to. And she was playing, like, some Electronic Arts, Star Wars Jedi game. I forget what it was called, like, Jedi something or other, okay? You probably know. Anyway. And, I really just wanted to know. I'm curious because I I think friendships are neat. Like watching Jackass. I don't know if you consider all those people friends, but I think when Ryan Dunn died, I think you kind of learned that they all were friends. So, like, it's interesting watching people, friends, live life on television or whatever. Like, I used to think that TV show Friends was pretty stupid. Like, when I was a kid, I was like, why does anybody watch this? But as I got older, I was like, I like this. They're like my friends on TV. Hey. And I got kind of gay like that. So what can I say? It happens when you grow up. But the thing is, folks, is the first time I ever witnessed. I was going to try to talk about. I'll just get this out of the way. First time I ever saw Sasha Grey. The first time I ever learned who the hell this chick is was a friend of mine said, JJ, you know that song, the Glory Hole song that we're always listening to and joking about? I'm like, yeah. He's like, dude, there's a gloryhole.com. I'm like, no, there isn't. Glory holes are a myth. They don't really exist. They're like snuff films. He's like, no, dude, check it out. Go to gloryhole.com. It might have been my old drummer, Calvin, probably. And, I went there, and first video I saw was Sasha Grey. Dun-dun. So I was like, this girl's going to be a star. And when I started to see her on Attack of the Show on G4, because I had digital cable back then, so I was all into the G4. And Attack of the Show was like the show. Like, they were making that show every day. There's a new episode. It's like if you were a TV watcher back then and you liked news, or if you thought you wanted to hear news, but let's say maybe you were like a stoner, and in between your Adult Swim fucking cartoon marathon binge sessions, you'd decide to watch Stephen Colbert Report and the Daily Show, with Jon Stewart, right? I think that's his name. And then Attack of the Show to get your video game news, with Kevin Pereira, Allison Hayslip, Layla Cayley, freaking Sasha Grey. Yeah, I don't know how that all happened, how they happened to just have, the Little Miss It porn star of the moment on a video game show. It was kind of like the joining of two worlds. It's like you've got the video game world taking up a massive portion of the internet, and you got the porn world, which takes up a massive part of the internet. And don't play dumb with me, okay? I know you've gone to a Wear site before or something and gotten a ton of banner ads in your face filled with all kinds of things that you're not really wanting to see at that moment, but you're just having to, because that's the way they make their money. Porno banner ads. Yeah, people. Yeah, don't play dumb with me. All right, but anyways, my point is, it was like that, the joining of two worlds at that moment, because there really hadn't been nothing like that before. And, they'd been talking about the E3 Expo, all the cool games and shit that were, on display there. And I guess Sasha was there to talk about, the Adult Con or something that was going on at the same time or something. And pretty much gave them the lowdown. It was a funny little, hey, let's follow her around the convention, see what's going on, and pretty dope. Funny. I play rock and roll music, okay, people? So I don't know if you know this, but sex, drugs, and rock and roll, these are very important topics to rock and roll people. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It's just, I didn't make the rules. I just know them, okay? And, I kind of wanted to ask her in the chat room, and I did. I had to wait 10 minutes because there's some kind of a freaking wait period with some channels in order to talk to people. I don't know what that's all about. I guess there's a lot of creeps in chat rooms. I don't know. But point is I waited 10 minutes to ask. I introduced myself. Hey, I'm JJ. Misa Usa, glad to meet you, in my best Jar Jar Binks impression. And I asked, hey, are you still friends with Kevin and Allison and Layla and stuff? And I think she saw it because she was holding the controller. She goes, "Yeah, I guess so." I was like, "Oh, cool. Yeah, all right." And then I kind of went on about my day. Good story, right? And now I don't have anything more that relates. My glory hole vein has dried up. Good times, good times. Got to start off the show with a bang. Let's see. Random, obscure, weird. Yeah. So yesterday was a pretty good day for the random, obscure, and the weird. I mean, I thought it was Saturday. So for a Friday, it was very random and weird for me. I was living like as if it was a Saturday. So yeah, you know what? We're going to have some more video games coming up real soon. I wanted, I personally want to do some deep diving into some rock band stuff. And I'm not talking about, my band. I'm talking about, harmonics, okay? That's still a thing, in case you didn't know. There's still a lot of rock band shit in this world going on. And just recently, I devised a method. It's a pretty good little method, too, for obtaining every single custom RB3Con song available on the C3 Customs website that is a part of the Rhythm Gaming Network. And it was relatively easy. It involved, me using some regular expressions mixed with sed, which are Unix things, and, I used curl, which used to be a Unix thing. Now it's kind of an everything thing. And utilizing curl to fill in the number portion of a URL to obtain a incredibly huge list of downloads, 30,000 download pages. I would then grep through the pages for all references containing HTTPS and combine them into a text file, which I would then dump into Java Downloader, creating a massive 30,000 song list of downloads. And, well, there you have it. Now my hard drive's full. Congratulations, I'm a moron. I did not think it out very well. But it's still badass, man. I got so many customs. I got them coming out the ass. Oh, my God. So many customs. I even got, a lot of, Hispanic, Latin music, in Spanish and stuff. I'm just whoa, am I going to have to work on my bilingual skills, or am I just going to delete those songs? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to do this primarily on my Xbox 360, hi Xbox, or my PS3, hi PS3, or or both. Hell, I guess I could bring my Nintendo Wii out of the bag, out of the backpack, but decisions, There's not enough time. I'll get around to it. And, still want to do some more Cyberpunk playthrough. What my main goal with that is, I'm hoping at some point in the storyline, because I haven't read any spoilers. I don't know the storyline for Cyberpunk 2077, from CD Projekt Red. I just know that the Johnny Silverhand character, the consciousness, the construct, the engram, if you will, that occupies your main character's brain. It's just like me and Zot, what we have going on, okay? Except I came up with the idea first. And it's not an idea, it's real life, okay, people? And, I'm hoping that the video game, after I play long enough, the storyline will unravel. And maybe somehow they'll explain how Johnny Silverhand's consciousness merges with D, your main player. If maybe it'll explain if their consciousnesses merge, because that's about the only happy outcome I got. So maybe I'll get some advice, you know, on how me and Doc can merge once and for all. Because having two consciousnesses in your head, it's no way to live, folks. I would not advise it. If you currently suffer from that, I would recommend seeking a therapy gecko right away. One that has special training in multiple personality disorder. For real! Anyway. But yeah, got plans. And I'll reiterate that schedule that was up for this morning at 7:06. It wasn't me pranking you. It was just me screwing up. But I made up for it. I got on here at 7:06. More like 7:08. Running a little late. Sorry. But it's all right. It's close enough, I think. Getting the message out, you know, and stuff. All right, guys. It's probably going to be one of the shortest streams I've ever done, but I can't do a show in here. It's like, I mean, did you see what I'm trying to deal with here? Like, I got no freaking, my scrawny little legs barely have room in here. I'm freaking dying. I gotta take care of business, and I can't. I thought maybe I could do some work and stream, but no, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. But I think I'll be on Twitch anyways. I'll be checking out other people's streams. All right. So maybe I'll be back later. Bye. Thanks for stopping by, Sarah. See you later.